What is the benefit to the NHT to have that, to have someone go through their bank instead of coming directly to the NHT?
One, the option is to give the customer more, a diverse set of options when it comes to mortgage processing. We spoke earlier about interest rate and the loan term. But in a competitive landscape, there are other variables that a customer may want to also consider when it comes to choosing their mortgage institution of choice. So, with a wider pool of institutions to choose from, customers can actually shop around to see, what that general mortgage package looks like. Not just for interest rate and term, but there are other variables that some institutions throw in. For example, some reduce processing fees, some waive processing fees altogether. So in a
Mhm.
very competitive landscape, we wanted to give customers some greater option as it relates to financing. And for us at the NHD too,
Yeah.
we spoke earlier about the demand for, you know, housing for that first time borrower. So the NHT will be concentrating a little bit more heavily on that in terms of building more housing units and building more housing units at a particular price point. Because the truth is, mortgage financing is not a challenge with the housing industry currently. Most commercial banks, most financial institutions will offer you uh, a mortgage and on fairly attractive terms. You're talking about single digit interest rates coming from perhaps 10 years ago when we were talking about interest rates in the teens and in the 20s.
Right.
So the financing framework is not where the challenge is now for homeowners. It's finding a good supply of housing units and housing units specifically at a particular price point. So the NHG will be concentrating our efforts there in the medium term. And so we've worked out this partnership with these mortgage institutions that they can do some of the processing for us, which frees up the NHG funds to really concentrate more on construction and construction of affordable homes.
Okay. So it wouldn't be the NHT funds, it would be the banks. These banks funds would be used.
Right, and the NHD services these mortgages taken by our contributors over time. And just to emphasize, no fearing going to any of these institutions. It will be the same interest rate and the same loan terms
Mhm.
as you would have come to the NHD for processing that you would be receiving from any of these institutions.